A brave person is not someone who can just jump out of an airplane or someone who can go swimming with sharks. A brave person is someone who is courageous and kind, even when they are struggling through life and going through hard times. And this person is my grandma. My first memory of my grandma is me sitting on her lap playing cards in her living room. We were playing my favorite card game, and I was winning. She was probably letting me win because that was that type of person she is. She never wants anyone to feel less than, and she wants everyone to feel like they can complete anything. My name is Grace Weberg, and this award for bravery goes out to my grandma Alma Borgmeyer, who never fails to put a smile on someone's face. My grandma has lived a long, interesting life, and she is still living a life to this day, and she's still having fun while doing it. She is 81 years old and has experienced painful seasons in her lifetime, but has also never put anyone else down, even when she was in low times in her life. 16 years ago, my grandma was diagnosed with breast cancer. This was hard for her to hear because she was just getting life started with her grandkids and she did not want that to end. She never complained and she never showed that she was sick because she did not want to scare her grandkids and she did not want this news to affect her life. And she still wanted to have fun, even though of this bad news that she received. She fought through this disease, and 3 years or 1 year later, she rang that bell and she was cancer free and she was ready to live life again. But then 3 years later, she got some more bad news that she had developed breast cancer again. This time she knew it was to come. She knew there was going to be chemo, no hair, and the sickness that was to come with it. Just like before, she did not let this bad news bring her down. She still continued to volunteer at an elementary school that she had volunteered at for years before. She wanted to keep volunteering because she knew how important it was to the kids and how much it meant to them. And after this hard struggle with breast cancer, she went back to the doctor and she found out she was cancer free and she was able to ring that bell again. 13 years later now, she has been cancer free this whole time and she still continues to be courageous and kind throughout her life. My grandma knows how important it is to never judge anyone because she has worked so many jobs and she has seen all types of people struggle. She always tells us to never judge anyone unless we're in their shoes and experiencing their hardships that they are experiencing. Every time she introduces herself to children, she always introduces herself as grandma because she never wants anyone to feel like they don't have family, especially the ones who do not have a grandma. She never brags about herself and is always praying for people who are struggling and those who need help. She does not have a bad bone in her body and is always looking for a way to help someone out, especially in bad times in their life. She has had so many jobs in her lifetime, including being a nurse, a hairdresser, a security guard at a prison, an owner of a furniture store, and most importantly, being a mother. Although she was busy at times, she always made time for her family, even though she had so many things to do. Anyone who has met my grandma knows that she does not have a bad bone in her body and she is kind hearted and a brave woman. My grandma has lived and is living an interesting life. Good things have come, but bad things have also come with it, but she always did it with a smile on her face. She is brave because she is courageous and kind even in low times in her life. Every time I think of my grandma, I will always think of us sitting together in her living room playing a card game. Till this day, every time I go over to her house, I always play cards with her because it's what makes me happy, and I know that it makes her happy too. And after everything my grandma has been through, she is the one who deserves this award the most. So this award of bravery goes out to my grandma Alma Borgmeyer. Thank you.